Hey there, everybody. Mac here, and we're going to do some word problems. This is version C. There is a version A and B, and they're found online at Max Tutorials, MACS Tutorials, standing for McElroy, which is my name, and it's Max. My kids call me Mac, so that's why it's that. And hey, if I can help you in algebra, I'd love to do it. The only thing I ask in return is that you hit a like, you subscribe to my videos, and you help to get word out and help other people. Okay. So let's get going on these inequalities. Ava's got $72. Okay, she's going to spend them on t-shirts, and each t-shirt's going to be $9. So how many can she buy? Okay, well, so the 9 each. Hopefully, we've been doing enough problems that you just see that as 9x. Okay, so every t-shirt's $9. How many? I don't know. So we're just going to write x. Okay, and she has $72. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to write. Now, if she's going to spend all of her money, she's just going to blow it all on t-shirts, we would write an equal sign. Okay, but we're just trying to see how many she could buy, at tops. But she could do less. She didn't have to spend all of her money on t-shirts. So this 9x right here needs to be a smaller number or equal to, if she wants to blow it all, to 72. So that's how we come up with the less than sign. And then once we go and do our solving, we're going to get x is less than or equal to 8. Okay? Let's go now. A school bus can carry no more than 48 students. Okay, we don't have any more seats. We're gonna, fill up. There's already 31 students on, so that ain't gonna change the equation. So that's our starting point is 31. Okay, how many more students can ride? Well, I'm gonna add how many students? I don't know. So that's my x. Okay, and I gotta relate that to 48. So now this represents how many students. Does that need to be bigger than 48 or smaller? Well, we only have 48 seats, so it needs to be smaller. That's why we go less than or equal. Usually, setting up inequalities are pretty easy. Where people make mistakes is knowing whether they're going to be greater than or less than. Okay, and so that's why I like to talk these through. And when you talk them through, usually helps you to get to that answer. Okay, so it needs to be 17 is the most I can get. So I can do 17 or smaller. All right, Mason needs at least 140 points to win a contest. He already has 92 points. There you go. He's got the 92. That's in the bank. And he earns 8 points per round. So I'm going to add 8 points for every round, but I don't know how many rounds. That's why it gets the X, okay? And I have to relate that to 140. Well, this number right there, do I want it to be smaller or bigger than 140? Well, it's got to be at least 140, or else it's not going to win. Okay, so we want it to be at least equal, but could it be bigger? Sure, it could be bigger. Okay, and there you go. So now, as I go through this, I'm going to subtract 92. Boom, die. 8x is greater or equal to, let's see. That's going to be an 8, and that's going to be a 4, right? Okay, now I'm going to divide everybody by 8, and I'm going to get x is greater than or equal to 6. Okay, so 6 more rounds. He can do 20 rounds, whatever. He just can't do 5. He's got to do more than 6. A backpack can hold no more than 35 pounds. No more. Okay, that's the max right there. What am I doing? What am I hitting? What's going on here? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Sorry. I'm going crazy. Old guy with iPad. Be careful. All right, here we go. It already contains 17 pounds of books. So that's it. That's going to happen. The 17, no matter what I do, it's going to be at least 17. Each folder weighs 3 pounds. So I'm going to add to that 3 pounds times every single one. How many folders can be added? Well, it can't go over 35. So if it can't go over 35, it means I need that number to be less than 35. Can it be 35? Yeah, it can. All right, it can be 35. But if it goes over, it's going to fail. All right, so let's subtract 17 from both of these guys. Boom, boom, die. 3x needs to be less than or equal to, and that's going to be an 18. Once I divide everything by 3, I'm going to get an x less than or equal to 6. All right. Number 5. A video game membership costs $12 plus $6 per month. So I'm paying $12 no matter what. Okay, that's just going to happen. Okay, now I'm going to add to that $6 per every month. Olivia wants to spend no more than 48. So 48 is her limit. So what do I need this number to be? I need it to be less than 48 or equal. Okay, she can blow all of her money. That's fine. So I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. I'm going to get 6, 8 less than or equal to 36. And once I divide each of these by 6, x is less than or equal to 6. All right, so she can subscribe basically for 6 months. If she goes beyond 6 months, she's in some trouble. Okay. All right, let's look at number 6. A plant is currently 14 inches tall, and it grows 3 inches every month. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, must be at least 29 inches to enter the contest. So that's a big one to know, is that 36. Okay, so it's already 14. You can't change that, and it's going to grow. So we're going to add 3 inches for every month. 29. Now I can't go in unless it's at least 29. Can it be 30? Yeah. Can it be 28? No. So whenever you use the word at least, it means this number's got to be greater than or equal to. Okay. So if I subtract 14, boom, they die. 3x is greater than or equal to 15. Divide each side by 3, and my x is greater or equal to 5. Okay, so I know that I need to be at least 5 months. It could be 6, it could be 8, it could be 12, but it can't be 4. Okay, that's why we do the greater than or equal sign. Okay, I hope me talking through these really helped you with these. Again, this is also how you would talk through just normal word problems with equal signs, and we just had a little, twist to there. So, anyways, good job, guys. Way to go through this. I hope that A, B, and C, every single version, is going to help you feel a lot better about how to do word problems in the future. Great job. Keep plugging through. I'll see you guys on the next section.